Story time on how I got kidnapped by my ex, and the only thing that saved my life was the fact that my sister was woken up at 3 a.m. Okay, so this was a couple of years ago, so I'm gonna try to jog my memory as best as possible because I have done a lot of brain dumping. My ex at the time was getting his income from the streets, so he was always out making plays. You guys won't be surprised, neither was I, when I got the "Barbara, this is Shirley" phone call.
Hello, welcome in, welcome back. It's another reaction video. If you like drama, if you like tea, heck, if you just like to hear someone else's story, this is the channel for you. Let's get started on today's reaction video.
Story time on how I got kidnapped by my ex, and the only thing that saved my life was the fact that my sister was woken up at 3 a.m. Okay, so this was a couple of years ago, so I'm gonna try to jog my memory as best as possible because I have done a lot of brain dumping. My ex at the time was getting his income from the streets, so he was always out making plays. You guys won't be surprised, neither was I, when I got the "Barbara, this is Shirley" phone call. So after that happened, I'm like, okay, bet, like, we're done, you're dead to me, that's it. He was not taking no for an answer, and that's when shit started to get spooky. So mind you, him and Auntie Shirley, they was in Illinois when she called me. I'm in Atlanta, right? So the calls went on nonstop for like 2 weeks, and then out of nowhere it got real quiet for like 2 days. So I'm like, what is he up to? So my apartment complex at the time, we didn't have laundry, so I had to actually take my laundry to a laundromat. Y'all, I shit you not, this shit was like out of a movie. I am putting my laundry in my trunk, and I get like the way you would have thought this was taken. Like, this man literally yoked me up and threw me in the car and took the fuck off. And I'm like, this can't be happening. Not to me, no. So the man starts driving so crazy, y'all. I'm talking about doing 60 in like a 20, 25. Like, he's doing the dash, like literally. Y'all, we get on the highway and I'm like, this is it. Like, I just accepted my fate. When I tell y'all, we was doing at least 100 on the highway. Like, we were going so fast, and I'm like just hoping that our police officer would see us and pull him over. So he took my phone and he smashed my phone on like the Prindle stick. So my phone was completely black. I could not call nobody, I could not do anything. But he did not turn it off. That's where he fucked up at. So my sister woke up and seen my location. Why when my sister found me, we was already in Tennessee. Come back for part 2. This is too much. It's too much.
Why people can't accept no for an answer or I'm done for an answer? Like, move on, get out the picture. Like, it's so many other people out here. Like, it's crazy to put yourself in a situation where you can possibly do life or anything. Imagine how many other people this actually happened to and they didn't survive, or like nobody found them, or nobody was looking on their location until it was too late. That's scary.
Okay, here go part 2. I'm sorry, I was trying to get rid of this pimple. So basically, when we were in the car, I was just like freaking out. I was crying, I was spazzing. He was beating and I could see the signs. Like, I could see where we were going. I already know that he was about to take me back to Illinois, and he was on the phone with his homeboys like, oh yeah, we're here, we'll be there in X amount of time. And it's so crazy because his friends were in on it. Mind you, he and all of his friends had daughters. I'm like, there's no fucking way. So we ended up making a stop in Tennessee. That's when my sister found me, which, y'all, when I tell you, I cannot make this shit up. It was literally like a movie. So we make a stop at some motel, and obviously he had to make a play. So at this point, it's like 3:30 a.m. So before we get out the car, he's like, you better not say shit. You better not do nothing. Like, you're going to come up here with me and you're going to shut the hell up. And obviously he wasn't going to leave me in the car by myself because I was going to run. So we go into the motel room where the junkies was at. Mind you, like, my nose is bleeding, I got blood on my shirt, like, face red, like, hair tore up, like, yeah. The junkie's like, baby, I don't give a damn. Where's my stuff? I'm looking at them with the puppy dog eyes like, please help. They're like, you and your own sister. This is my supply. So the whole time that I'm there, all I'm doing is just scoping out the scene. I'm scoping out escape routes. I'm just looking like, who can help me? I'm just looking around for any tools, like any weapons, anything in there. And when we pulled up, I'm looking to see like what stores are open. Like, if I can make a run for it, like, where can I go? Also, let me add that he had bought me a puppy. I had the puppy with him in the car. And I was like emotionally attached to this dog. I'm like, this is my baby. Like, that's my first child. That's my baby. And he knew that I was emotionally attached to this dog because every time we would be into it, he would threaten to shoot the dog or all that. Okay, so we're in the room. It was a really quick exchange. And he's like, all right, we're gonna go. He gets a call and he decides to step outside on the front to take the call. But I can literally see him through the window standing over the little thing on the phone. I'm like, this is my only chance. This is all I have. Okay, I'm gonna make a part 3 right now and tell how my sister got involved and what the outcome was. You're not going to jail. You're going to prison. So I'm really gonna try to fit this all into one video. But here is part 3. Okay, so boom, we're at the part where he is standing outside of literally like, this is my only chance at this point. Like my fight or flight was so high. Like I have been fighting him in the car, but then it got to a point where it's just like, he's driving so fast. And it's like, if I continue to fight him, like he was already crashing out. He's going to flip this bitch, right? And then while he was driving, I'm like, I could jump out of the car, but the likeliness of me surviving jumping out of this car on the highway is slim to none. So y'all, he's standing outside. I'm standing in the window and I can see him. And y'all, I said a quick prayer. I'm like, God, please protect me. And I bolted out the fucking door. When I tell y'all my heart and my adrenaline, I was so scared because I'm like, this man will literally kill me. Like it was not a joke. Like, and I knew with everything in me, I said, if he gets me to Illinois, he's going to murder me. So y'all, I literally ran out the door as fast as I can. This man is full-fledged behind me, fucking chasing me. So I run down the stairs and like around the little corner thing. He grabs my shirt and he's pulling me back upstairs. So at this point, I am screaming bloody murder. Now this is where I say that God is so real. So remember the scene, right? Because at this point, it's literally 3:30 a.m. So on the first floor, there was a janitor, a Mexican lady. I will never forget her face. She was a Mexican lady and she was a janitor and she was pushing this cart at 3:30 a.m. Why she was working at that time, I cannot tell you. But that lady literally, she interfered. So this little sweet Mexican lady, she comes upstairs and she was older and she hears me screaming and she got involved and she's like, stop. Like, so she starts yelling at him and she's like, let her go, hey, hey, let her go. And her little broken English, like she couldn't really speak that well, but she interfered. And like, I literally could not thank her enough because baby, she was not scared to stand in the paint with him. So she comes and she gets in between us and she like pulls me away. As soon as I got out of his grip, I took off. Now mind y'all, my sister she's already up. I don't know that my sister is awake. I don't know that she's watching my location. I don't know anything, nothing at all. Y'all, I've been that corner to run to the front office and I see the police. While y'all was locked in, I was clocked in. Okay, so this is part 4 of how I got kidnapped by my ex and my sister saved my life. All right, so we're at the part where I in the corner and I see the police. Y'all, when I seen the officer, I ran into his arms like he was my man. I can't even begin to describe the feeling what it was when I seen the police because it was such an immense relief. Like, I can't even begin to describe what it felt like. Y'all, this man squares up with the officer. So not only did he get a kidnapping charge, but he also got battery on a law enforcement charge. So obviously when I see the police, I'm hysterical and I'm talking to the police and I'm like, I need to call my family. I need to call my mom. I need to call my sister. So the officer is like, your sister's the one who called. What? Y'all, when I called my sister, I could not even get my words straight because I was crying so hard and my sister was crying too. She's like, what happened? She's like, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't even get my words out. She's like, I'm 45 minutes away. What? But the reason that all of this is so different is because in the beginning, my sister was telling me, he's no good for you. She was like, leave him alone. He's not the one for you. He's crazy. But okay, boom. So he gets arrested. He goes to jail. My sister pulls up. My sister comes to get me. We immediately get in the car and drive back to Atlanta. The whole ride there, we're just discussing, like, we're just kind of matching up the timelines and we're matching up the stories and the differences. And so my sister is like, I was sleeping peacefully and out of nowhere, I just woke up. And so my sister had been calling me and she had been texting me. I did not see none of that. She seen my location. She knew at that moment, yeah, she's in trouble. So yeah, that was it. He ended up going to jail. He ended up catching charges and he had his people reaching out to me. He had his family reaching out to me. And he was sending messages to people like, oh, you really put the police on me? Like, bro, you really kidnapped me. Like, of course I'm gonna put the police on you. What do you mean? Like, I don't care about no snitching. I don't give a fuck about no code. You, like, don't let me get really telling the police what I really know. Oh, okay. When we got back to Atlanta and my sister brought me back to my house, my trunk was still open. My trunk was still open. It was like my laundry was like halfway out the trunk. It literally looked like a crime scene. So this is what really did it for me, y'all. So when I was out there with the police waiting on my sister, I'm like, my dog, like, I need to get my dog out of the car. Yeah, why he tell the police that's my dog? Like, that's my dog. That's not even her dog, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I got the paperwork. Like, obviously he bought the dog, so he did have the paperwork at the time. But it's just like, you bought the dog for me. Like, I had that dog full time. Like, that was my dog. That was my baby. He just so happened to take the dog with him on this trip where he got caught up. And it was only because I was working. That's the only reason I even let him take Rome. But basically, when he told the police that it was his dog and he had the paperwork and the registration, the police were like, unfortunately, we can't do anything. So I don't know what type of voodoo he was over there telling the other officer, but somehow, someway, his homeboy ended up pulling up and picking up Rome. And that really crushed me because when I tell y'all, he did not have no good intentions for my baby. Like, he was talking about mating him. He was talking about putting him in dog fights, like all type of stuff. And I told y'all, whenever we would argue and fight, like, he would threaten to do some really twisted things to my baby. So that was the hardest part about the breakup, knowing that I had to walk away without Rome. And he even had his family reaching out, sending pictures of me, like, of the dog to me, and basically saying, like, oh, let's talk, like, literally trying to bait me by using the dog. That just speaks to how much I love that dog. And what really had me so sad was that the dog was so scared of him. Like, the dog never liked him, ever. But yeah, that was really my baby. That was my first kid. I always say that still to this day. Like, I literally have his bones still on my keychain to this day. Like, yo, I have to go get my keys. Like,
I guarantee you that that was a very traumatic experience. Like, being kidnapped in the means or the mix of you washing clothes is crazy work. And not only that, why take a dog that you really didn't want or didn't have no good intentions for that dog? But let me tell you, for that sister to just get woke up out of her sleep in very instant to be like, let me check on my sister and let me look at her location, that's a very strong bond. You have to have a tight bond with the family member to be woken up out your sleep and the first thing comes to mind is that person, and all you could think about is something not right. For that sister to be already prepared to, like, call the police, look at her location, and be like, can y'all go to this place because something ain't right? And the police actually listen. Because sometimes you could call the police and they asking you thousands of questions, like, and then because of your age, they like, oh yeah, she's an adult, give her 24 hours. Bitch, they gonna be dead. They gonna be gone. They gonna be took it off the face of the earth. But for the cops to instantly, like, react to the situation was definitely a blessing. Like, that is crazy that her sister woke up out her sleep like that. And for the other lady, her sister Angel, but the lady that actually stepped in, because nowadays people don't want to step into situations like that because they're afraid that they gonna be getting taken out or even kidnapped too. But for that woman to still be at work that late at night and then step into a situation that she knew in her heart was not a good situation or something could possibly happen to her is definitely a blessing. She was definitely an angel also, because without her, like, that boy would have dragged you back up to that daggone room and no telling what had happened then, because you ran out the first time. And you know a junkie is not going to take up for you, especially if you not giving them the stuff that they need. Like, they ain't seen nothing. That's how they gonna be. They gonna act like they ain't seen nothing. It's gonna be traumatic for them, and they gonna just continue to do all that stuff because they already got a lot of other stuff held inside that's causing them to even be, on this addiction. Like, so you was very blessed, one, for trying to run out to save yourself, two, for that lady seeing you, and three, for your sister automatically to know that something ain't right, for her to get woke up out her sleep and automatically looked at your location. You are blessed. You guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Like, that sister was on it. She don't play about her sister. That's how you know that she don't play about her sister. And that dog, like, why you just didn't get her dog back? Like, you was gonna go to jail regardless. Why you just didn't get that girl that dog back? That's crazy. But yeah, like, comment, hype me up, share this video, and if you are returning, I really appreciate you guys. Like, comment, share. If you like drama, if you like tea, heck, if you just like to hear somebody else's story, hit that subscribe button and like and hype me up. You guys, I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.